working in minutes, but Crespro Health's antibacterial fluoride protects all day.
They stop cavities before they start.
Crest.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, weeknights on CBS.
2 weeks before Christmas in Santa's workshop, Big Brother legends will enter with a big Yuletide pop. As the deadline approaches to Santa's big day, only 9 special players can make sure that he slays. Big Brother Reindeer Games starts Monday, December 11th on CBS.
A new Survivor, Wednesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Up that vitamin D, we've got lots of cloudy skies this week, but I'll show you when that sunshine takes over in your full forecast. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the body of a Lower Michigan woman missing for over a month is found. Tonight, the latest on the investigation as police believe her estranged husband killed her before taking his own life. Plus, moving forward with the nickname process, the next step the Marquette School Board is taking after receiving hundreds of nickname submissions. And Israel increases its offensive aimed at taking out Hamas, the latest on the war. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Quiet, calm, and cool, and cookies. Ariane, what do we have out there tonight on National Cookie Day?
Yeah, National Cookie Day for sure. We don't have cookies falling from the sky, I know, much to our dismay here in the studio, but we do have cloudy conditions. Those northern lights, friends, it's looking like it's very slim chances of seeing them, but you never know. Could clear out in your area. Those temperatures in that 20-degree range, and we're going to expect snow showers to start later on this evening, more likely very early on Tuesday. I'll show you with Futurecast on the way after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. A month-and-a-half-long search for a missing Genesee County woman is officially over. Kelly McWhirter had been presumed dead after investigators concluded her ex-husband killed her and dumped her body. It was confirmed today. It was McWhirter's body found last week in rural Saginaw County. James Felton explains how they identified her and why the county sheriff says one aspect of this case is far from over.
When it hit me was Thanksgiving. You know, here we are celebrating with families knowing that she is still unfounded and disrespected and without dignity, and that's a gnawing feeling to any investigator.
But that feeling Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson had about the case of Kelly McWhirter is gone now. Today, Swanson told us McWhirter's dental records were a 100% match to the body discovered in Saginaw County, southeast of St. Charles, last week. Her body was found in this drainage ditch on Ryan Road Wednesday afternoon by a hunter. He was training his bird dog when the canine discovered human remains.
I will tell you that he is moved and shaken. His wife and he had a conversation. Clearly, he'd never seen anything like that. But if you're watching right now, sir, you did the right thing, and I appreciate you, and the family appreciates you.
Swanson says McWhirter's estranged husband, Stephen Higgins, is responsible for McWhirter's death. He took his own life during an encounter with police just days after McWhirter disappeared. Swanson tells us McWhirter, who was a beloved Genesee County employee, was a victim of domestic violence at the highest level.
It's a chapter closed, but the pain is still there. We have been in contact with Kelly's daughter, Kelly's friends, the county board. We know that now that this has closed, that we have to help continue to wrap our hands around the family.
Sheriff Swanson says McWhirter's family is taking this time to begin their healing process. New tonight at 11, the Marquette Area Public School Board is moving forward with the rebranding process for the district. The school board has been working on new branding and a new nickname for the high school since it retired the Redmond nickname just this last August. Tonight, it looked at almost 2,000 online suggestions from the community to start narrowing down the most popular options. After that, the board will get input from community members again and a student advisory group before making the final decision.
It really helps create community within a school. It gives someone something to rally behind for the students and the staff and the community. So I mean, it is important to find something that really speaks to our community.
The board says it plans to have another meeting later this month. It hopes to have a name selected before the beginning of the next school year. The Dickinson County Dive Rescue Team is getting a financial boost thanks to a big group of women. The quarterly meeting of 100+ Women Who Care was standing room only tonight. 3 nonprofits were drawn at random for the group to vote on one to donate to, eventually selecting the county dive team. The dive team was recently re-established. The mother of a volunteer diver explained that it costs $8,000 to $10,000 to fully outfit just one diver, and there are currently 5 of them.
Individuals volunteered their time and money to participate in these trainings because the need is so great to fully equip this team in our community. This team will respond to any missing person report involving water, including ice rescue.
The Dickinson 100+ Women Who Care have given over $600,000 to local nonprofits in the last 11 years. Developing now, Israel widened its offensive aimed at eliminating Hamas's control of Gaza. Hamas says more than 15,000 Palestinians have been killed in the war, which was sparked by the terror attack on Israel that killed about 1,200 people. Christiane Benavides has the report.
Days after the collapse of a week-long ceasefire, Israel is widening its war against Hamas to include parts of southern Gaza. Israel says it is expanding ground operations, telling those who evacuated northern Gaza to leave parts of the south as well, but it's not clear where they can go.
IDF forces have almost totally dismantled 2 Hamas brigades in northern Gaza in intense fighting, and we are working to dismantle the Hamas terror machine in the southern Gaza Strip too.
This girl told CBS News her family was forced to flee from Gaza City south to Rafah, where they now live in a makeshift shelter by the road. The IDF issued this interactive map outlining evacuation zones, which residents can access by a QR code. But many parts of war-torn Gaza have no internet or electricity. Israel's army released videos showing what it says are battles against Hamas.
We do expect to see civilian casualties as a result of this campaign. That is sadly true in all wars. Hamas is using civilians as human shields.
The Jewish state is continuing efforts to destroy miles of tunnels, where it says Hamas hides military infrastructure below civilian buildings, including hospitals.
Efforts to reach another ceasefire fizzled over the weekend. Hamas said discussions about releasing more hostages seized during the October 7th terror attack Hamas waged on southern Israel must be tied to a permanent ceasefire. Meanwhile, back in Washington, Supreme Court justices seemed conflicted about a bankruptcy plan for the maker of the OxyContin drug, which played a significant role in fueling the opioid epidemic. The plan settled lawsuits against the maker of the drug, but it also protected the owners of that company by preventing people from suing them because addiction ruined their lives or they lost loved ones. Skylar Henry has details from the Supreme Court.
They were responsible for creating the greatest epidemic that America has ever seen.
Alexis Plius, who lost her 28-year-old son Jeff to an opioid overdose, stood outside the Supreme Court, urging justices to reject a bankruptcy settlement which would protect the makers of OxyContin from facing civil lawsuits for their role in the opioid epidemic.
After I lost my son, I turned my life over to just trying to make sure that other people didn't go through this.
Richard Sackler and his family own Purdue Pharma. They agreed to pay up to $6 billion to settle lawsuits and compensate victims. In exchange, the Sacklers themselves would be protected from more lawsuits while still getting to keep billions more. Lawyers for Purdue Pharma say the money dedicated to fighting the opioid epidemic is on condition of the protections in the plan.
If the trustee succeeds here, the billions of dollars that the plan allocates for opioid abatement and compensation will evaporate. Creditors and victims will be left with nothing, and lives literally will be lost.
One of the questions the justices are weighing is whether the owners of Purdue Pharma can receive the same bankruptcy protections that their company received, without having to seek personal bankruptcy as well.
Why should they get the discharge that usually goes to a bankrupt person once they've put all their assets on the table without having put all their assets on the table?
But other justices say there is nothing special about this case.
Bankruptcy courts for 30 years have been approving plans like this.
Despite the opposition protesting outside the court Monday, 95% of victims agreed to the bankruptcy plan.
Justices are expected to issue a ruling early in the summer. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, the community of Gladstone gets into the holiday spirit, how the community Christmas tree is giving back to others. And a new report showing the holidays really stress us out. We'll tell you the top 3 culprits. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
Erickson Jewelers will host a buying event in Iron Mountain from November 13th to the 15th. Sell your valuables for immediate payment. Bring in your gold, diamonds, coins, watches, sterling silver, designer handbags, and more. See you Monday to Wednesday at Erickson Jewelers for a free, no-obligation offer from one of our trusted estate specialists. For a full list of what we buy, go to nationalrarities.com.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. That's because at John's Auto, communication is the key to service. When we have your car, you can expect to be updated on what's going on. And Craig here will explain repairs in terms I even understand, and I'm only 9. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle in Marquette County.
John's Auto Marquette.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Why are we whispering?
Weeknights on CBS.
You can't possibly prepare for J Hud's holiday giveaways. You better scream! There you go! Aisha Curry is here to help us celebrate. Ooh, this is fun. Plus, the biggest surprise of the year. Ooh, try that with me out.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6. Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Well, the National Weather Service station just outside of Marquette there reported a high of 32 today, low of 26. I'll take that 26 over this -12, but we do have those temperatures on the way. Not this week as of right now. Lows currently around 19 here in Marquette. Everyone else a little bit warmer, although we're expecting those cooler temperatures tonight in the eastern portion as I'm looking right there. Newberry with a current temperature of 13. A little chilly and a little bit more clear over in the east. We've got cloudy conditions in the western half, and then our winds are fairly calm. These could gust up a little bit on Wednesday. I'll keep my eye on that for you, but as of right now, we're looking fairly calm. We could see some fog after midnight, as well as those snow showers, which I'll show you with Futurecast in just a moment. Fog expected in the morning in some areas, a little bit patchy. Those highs tomorrow, 35 to 40, and then looking ahead to Wednesday, similarly in that same range, 30 to 40, and again, scattered snow showers expected there before we dry on out. Some snow activity over here on the north point there of Wisconsin, as well as making its way into Ironwood and Gogebic County the past couple of hours. Again, we're expecting maybe up to an inch, not a whole lot of accumulation as we see current radar showing just a smidge there over in Ironwood on the nose of the UP, but those showers starting to show up a little bit more around 7 a.m. p.m. Heading into Houghton County and then the whole northwest coast there, seeing a lot more activity mid-morning around 11 a.m. Marquette County and Marquette City specifically around 3 p.m. Expect that drive from Marquette to Munising along M28 there to be a little snowy, as well as Munising's going to have a little bit more activity than the central locations, and far east staying fairly dry. Again, mostly cloudy skies in the evening and for our Wednesday morning, when we'll see another round of snow showers making their way through. But as you can see, these pink areas here, it's a mixture of snow and rain making their way through our Wednesday. So expect those roads to possibly be a little bit wet. How much accumulation tonight? Not a whole lot. Like I mentioned, maybe up to half an inch here by noon on Tuesday for Ironwood. Everyone else a little bit less than that. As I'm looking here, though, Lawrence about 0.6, so 0.6 of an inch, but we're not expecting a whole lot of snowfall accumulation at the moment. So our winter events that are coming up this weekend could be fairly clear and dry on the ground. Look of the forecast here for Covington. Look at these temperatures, friends. 35 until we hit Thursday and Friday, up to about 44 degrees, and then back down to 29 on Sunday. So it's going to get a little bit chilly over there. 7-day outlook for Marquette, some scattered snow showers into our Wednesday, and then we'll dry up Thursday and Friday.
Thank you very much, Ariane. A late start to the winter season may mean less snow on the roads, but car mechanics say now may be the perfect time to do some routine maintenance. With temperatures dropping through the winter, adding around 5 pounds of pressure to your tires can keep the pressure from getting too low and risking a flat. Mechanics say another important schedule to maintain is consistently rotating your tires. Mechanics say some are used to crisscrossing the pattern in tire rotation, but they say that maybe isn't always the best.
When you're doing a tire rotation, it's usually best front to back, same side. They used to go into crisscrossing. Sometimes if you do that, you can get a radial pull out of a tire, then you got a customer coming back, tires pulling after a tire rotation, then you got to spend more time doing that.
And using windshield washer fluid with a de-icing additive can be a great tool for ice or snow on the windshield. Iron Mountain's Ice Arena is gearing up to host its 6th annual Teddy Bear Toss tomorrow. At tomorrow night's high school hockey game at Mountain View Arena, admission is just $1 for attendees who bring a new stuffed toy to throw out on the ice. Some of the Bears are going to the Caring House before Christmas, and others will go to local first responders after Christmas for emergencies that involve children.
Flivers hockey team versus the Jeffers Jets, who are coming down here to play. And we expect a good game, and when Kingsford scores their first goal, then it'll start raining teddy bears out on the ice.
That game starts tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Time. We have more details at WZMQ19.com. The winter sports season may be getting off to a slow start, but athletes are making the most of it. Marquette Mountain held a grand opening party Saturday, and skiers and snowboarders hit part of the hill during the day and enjoyed some live music inside during the evening. The full trail system isn't open yet, but a small section with jumps, boxes, and rails was ready for use last Saturday. The mountain's general manager was eager to welcome season pass holders back and get them out enjoying the snow. She says she's hoping to open up more sections of trails this weekend, of course, depending on the weather. A Marquette coffee shop was taken over this past weekend by UP artists, musicians, and photographers. Art was on display and for sale throughout the Crib Coffee Shop's building Saturday and Sunday. The community showed lots of support for the event, packing the coffee shop for the opening reception on Saturday night. Organizers say the event was very successful, with lots of artwork being sold. Organizers say there are plans to host another event in the coming months. The Gladstone Rapid River Kiwanis Club hosted a special tree lighting at the flagpole in Van Cleve Park yesterday evening. Each year, lights on the Tree of Honor and Remembrance are purchased by community members in memory or recognition of someone in their life. About 70 names are represented on this year's tree. The Kiwanis Club uses the money raised to benefit youth in Gladstone and Rapid River.
I want to invest in our youth, in the people coming behind us, if you will, then the world's future doesn't look very good. So I think that it's important for us to put youth in the best possible position we can while we still can before we age out.
The Tree of Honor and Remembrance will remain lit through January 5th. To see a list of names represented on this year's tree, just head to WZMQ19.com. Also over the weekend, the Rapid River Business Association lit up Masonville Township Park for the holidays. Lights in the Park is a drive-through experience with hundreds of inflatables and thousands of lights. Guests can also warm up inside the pavilion and meet Santa Claus. Local businesses set up their own displays and others donated lights and extension cords. Lights in the Park is free to attend, but the Business Association is accepting donations for local pantries, future Lights in the Park events, and the UP Honor Flight.
Everybody should come down. It's amazing. We started working on it right after Halloween, so it takes a lot of effort. We're very grateful to everybody that's been in, and it's just a great get-together. And I think people know that they can come here and pass on to the community very easily.
Lights in the Park continues December 9th, 15th, and 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. And with all the bright lights comes some dangers during the holidays. After the break, which decorations can be the most dangerous and how to avoid mishaps and fires.
I'm Lily Simmons. Watch my reports from Escanaba and Delta County only on WZMQ 19 News.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Why are we whispering? Weeknights on CBS.
We are united, everybody's invited. We are united, everybody. Come on, come on.
The United Way of Marquette County kicking off its 80th year. United Way volunteers support our community, and you can help the United Way assist 26 local programs, funding nonprofit organizations focused on safety, unity, and endowment. Donate today by visiting uwmqt.org. A public service message from the United Way and WZMQ 19.
Ready to get back to the workforce? Upper Peninsula Commission for Area Progress has a paid on-the-job training program for seniors. If you're 55 or older, unemployed, and want to get back to work, you may be eligible for CSEP, the Senior Community Service Employment Program. With 20 hours a week, you can get paid to train at an office or community organization and learn new job skills to reach your financial goals. Call 211 to learn more about CSEP locations in the Upper Peninsula and get paid to train today.
What's happening in Washington affects you directly here in the Upper Peninsula. I'm Rachel Knapp.
And I'm Brendan Scanlon. We track the issues and positions of the elected lawmakers you send to Washington.
We're on Capitol Hill every day reporting on what you care about most.
Education, your money, student loans, health care, safety, and privacy.
Coverage you can count on live from our bureau in America's capital.
Only here on WZMQ 19 News.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
Between family visiting, travel nightmares, and expensive gifts, the holidays can take a toll on our mental health. Michael George reports on a survey showing what stresses us out the most during the holidays.
For many Americans, the start of the holidays means Santa, shopping, snow, and stress.
Are there things that stress you out about the holidays?
Probably just seeing people that I haven't seen in over a year.
Traveling, doing any kind of traveling always stresses me out.
A mental health survey by the American Psychiatric Association finds nearly a third of Americans are more stressed out this year than last holiday season. And the top three sources of anxiety: affording gifts, finding gifts, and the cost of holiday meals.
I think the first thing people can do is acknowledge that it can be a stressful time for a lot of people.
Dr. Howard Liu says the holidays don't have to cause anxiety. He says instead of focusing on spending, focus on spending time with loved ones and lower expectations to make things easier on yourself.
Just making sure that we give ourselves some self-compassion. That's going to be okay. It's okay to turn down some of those invites if they don't give us joy. And it's okay for our household not to look perfect when people come over.
The holidays can trigger isolation, depression, and seasonal affective disorder. It's important to focus on your mental health and take some time to de-stress.
I like an Epsom salts bath. I like to hang out with my cat, listen to really good music, Have a glass of wine.
A lot of walks in Central Park to decompress.
Yeah, that's true. We use the park a lot to decompress.
Giving yourself the gift of some personal time can go a long way towards keeping the holidays happy.
Surprisingly, only a quarter of Americans said discussing politics with their families causes them stress. The U.S. Public Interest Research Group is out with its annual Trouble in Toyland report, highlighting dangerous toys. Today, Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal highlighted water beads and toys that use button batteries as two especially dangerous items on the 2023 list. If swallowed, button batteries can burn through a child's esophagus in as little as 2 hours, and the injury can progress even after the battery is removed. Trista Hansmith's daughter, Reese, ingested a button battery in October of 2020 and died 2 months later from complications.
It is a time of year where we should celebrate and be generous and give gifts, but make sure that they are safe, because there are some very, very perilous playthings out there that can send your child to an emergency room.
Hansmith helped pass Reese's Law, which goes into effect next year. It requires improved labels and packaging to warn parents and prevent accidents. Many families are trying to watch every dollar during the holidays, and while inflation has been somewhat cooling, that's not true at the grocery store. Food prices are up 3.3% from this time last year, according to the latest government data. Prices for meat are especially high, but Consumer Report says there are other ways to get some protein into your diet.
So eggs are a great source of protein. It's complete, it's there. We love a bean, we love a legume. Meatless Mondays can happen any day of the week now. Like have breakfast for dinner.
Consumer Reports recommends using shopping apps that offer rebates to save money, and warehouse stores like Costco are good for people who are able to buy in bulk. Millions of families are decorating their homes with Christmas trees, holiday lights, and festive candles, but some of those decorations could lead to a disaster. Skylar Henry got a first-hand look at just how quickly things can go wrong.
In this demonstration, the Christmas tree on the left has been watered regularly. The one on the right is dry. A hidden fire source underneath is used to try and light both. The watered tree never catches fire, but flames spread through the dry tree quickly and move to the ceiling. In just seconds, the room is engulfed in flames.
In an instant, you turn from a happy setting to your entire house is on fire.
Alexander Hohensarik is chair of the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission and says candles are also a potential hazard as seen in this demo. Candles cause thousands of fires every year, with December being the peak month. Faulty Christmas lights are also a fire hazard. Experts say make sure to avoid using cracked bulbs, check lights for frayed wires, and never overload electrical outlets.
We also see a lot of trips to the emergency room.
During the holiday season, the CPSC says there are about 160 Christmas decorating related injuries each day. More than 40% of those incidents involve falls. In 2021, Ken Wilson was putting up outdoor Christmas lights when he fell 11 feet onto the concrete and fractured 6 ribs.
We want people to actually get together, have fun, but to be safe.
Taking a few precautions like keeping a Christmas tree watered can help make sure your holiday home looks like this and not like this.
Experts say when you buy a real Christmas tree, make sure it's not already dry. And if you are buying an artificial tree, make sure it is fire resistant. We have a pretty quiet night ahead and pretty much the same for our Tuesday, though we do have some chances for some flurries out there. Ariane has the outlook, including when we could see that precipitation on the way, and the rousing halftime performance at a community basketball game in New Jersey. That's our final story after this.
Do you hate throwing away food that's gone bad? Does your pantry look like a bad disaster? What if you could keep your food as fresh as the day you bought it and vacuum seal any ingredient? Eric Thies here with my new portable, powerful PowerXL Duo NutriSealer. This incredible breakthrough in technology can savor any flavor while it seals in the freshness. What's the secret? The Duo NutriSealer will remove all the air. Once all the air is removed, the air pressure detection system is automatically activated and seals your bag tight. And it's the only patented handheld sealer that creates double seals. The Duo has a floating hinge and a built-in slicer to make bags of any size. You can even seal through liquid. Don't let its small compact size fool you. With just one touch of a button, the Duo seals any bag and it will stay bonded until you open it, guaranteed. The Duo NutriSealer locks in nutrients and freshness so you can keep your food 5 times longer. Prep and freeze delicious meals or buy wholesale and seal individual packs and save up to 60%. Our bags are BPA free, microwave safe, and will never leach.
Now put the power of the Duo NutriSealer in your hands for only 3 payments of $33.33. And it comes with a 1-year VIP guarantee protection plan. And we're also going to give you Eric's recipe book. It includes recipes for marinades in minutes for super delicious meals. And we're still not done. Order now and you'll receive an entire year's worth of bags. That's a $50 value, yours free. Call or go online and we'll also include free shipping. There's still more. When you buy one NutriSealer, you can get one for free. Just pay separate processing and handling. Lock in the flavor and freshness for yourself and share in the savings with a friend. You can get it all. 2 PowerXL Duo NutriSealers, 2 recipe books, 2 years worth of bags, VIP protection plan, and free shipping. A $400 value, yours today for only 3 easy payments of $33.33.
Current temperatures a little bit chilly in Marquette, but even more so over in Newberry with a temperature of 13 degrees. We'll expect clearer skies over in the east, but the majority of us are having mostly cloudy skies this evening and into our Tuesday, where we've got 20 to 30% chances of snow showers here in Marquette, as well as Houghton and Iron Mountain, and those highs in the 30s for the most part, 35 to 40 degrees. Taking a look at what's going on in Chassell, starting on Wednesday, they've got the old-fashioned Christmas celebration, all kinds of activities. Head over to their Facebook to get further details, but that goes until Saturday. I don't know if we're going to have snow on the ground, friends, but that's okay. You can get out there and have a lot of fun. Downtown Marquette, also our winter snow fun holiday parade and tree lighting. It's going to be a little bit chilly. We could see some rain showers as well. And then taking a look at Escanaba, we are fairly dry for the week.
Finally tonight, 2 teams of senior citizens drew a crowd of supporters when they faced off during a basketball game featuring a halftime show of Zumba dancers. It all happened Saturday in New Jersey. The superintendent of recreation for the city of Bayonne said this group of seniors performing a choreographed dance to Flash Dance. What a feeling. The seniors who performed do Zumba together weekly and have reportedly been practicing for this halftime show for over a month. The recreation superintendent says more than 40 seniors participated in the rec department's first ever basketball game for seniors. I'm not a senior, but I would love to participate in a choreographed dance to Flash Dance.
I love that so much, especially as a child who took dance. But like, I can't wait to be a senior and do all this awesome stuff. I mean, I'm doing this stuff too.
Yeah, you can do it now. But
can I though?
You can.
Can I be part of the senior group?
Maybe. Just ask them.
Can I?
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature Made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
I'm Richard Karn, and I love my hose. My hose is lightweight.
Oh no.
My hose will not kink.
Come on.
And my